Have you ever felt that no matter how hard you try, you're carrying life all by yourself? The pressure to succeed, to prove yourself, to control every outcome. It's exhausting. But thousands of years ago, one of India's greatest festivals quietly challenged this way of thinking. Every year, Lord Jagannath leaves his own temple. He doesn't wait for people to come to him. He comes to the people. At first, it looks like a grand procession, a beautiful tradition. But hidden behind the massive chariots, the ropes, and the millions of devotees is a timeless lesson about ego, control, and surrender. And once you understand it, you may never look at Rath Yatra the same way again. Think about it. Almost every temple in the world is built around one simple idea. People travel, sometimes for days, just to receive the blessings of the deity. So, why does Lord Jagannath do the opposite? Why would God leave his own temple? If the temple represents the sacred, why step outside it? This question has fascinated devotees, philosophers, and saints for centuries, because the answer isn't about architecture, or history, or even tradition. It's about something deeply human. We often believe that peace exists somewhere else, after we earn more, after life becomes easier, after we fix every problem. We're constantly moving, always chasing the next destination. But Jagannath does something unexpected. Instead of asking people to come closer to him, he comes closer to them. Almost as if he's saying, you don't have to become perfect before you seek wisdom. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment. I will meet you where you are. And maybe that's something every one of us needs to hear. During Rath Yatra, Lord Jagannath, along with Balabhadra and Subhadra, leaves the sanctum of the temple and travels among ordinary people. Kings stand beside laborers, children beside elders, rich beside poor. For those few hours, the walls that normally separate society begin to disappear. This isn't just a religious event. It's a powerful symbol, because wisdom was never meant to remain locked inside buildings. It was meant to walk among people, to reach those who are struggling, those who feel lost, those who believe they're too broken or too far away. Jagannath's journey reminds us that the divine doesn't wait for us to become worthy. The invitation comes first. Transformation comes later. And perhaps that's why millions feel emotionally connected to this festival, even if they don't fully understand its symbolism. Now look closely at the Rath itself. Most people see a massive wooden chariot. But ancient Indian traditions rarely created symbols without meaning. The Rath represents something much bigger. It represents your journey through life, every decision you make, every challenge you face, every dream you pursue. Life is always moving, whether you're ready or not. And just like the Rath, you cannot stop it from moving forward forever. The real question isn't, can I control the journey? The real question is, how do I travel through it? Because this is where the deepest lesson of Rath Yatra begins. It's not about controlling the road. It's about learning how to move through it with wisdom. Perhaps the most fascinating part of Rath Yatra isn't the chariot itself. It's the rope. Every year, thousands of people hold the same rope. Some are wealthy. Some struggle to earn a daily living. Some are highly educated. Others have never been to school. Yet for a few moments, none of those identities matter. Everyone pulls together. But why? Surely, a few machines could move the chariot more easily. The answer isn't about transportation. It's about participation. The rope reminds us that life's greatest journeys were never meant to be walked alone. Every one of us depends on someone. Our parents, teachers, friends, even strangers we've never met. We often believe we're completely self-made, but the rope quietly exposes that illusion. No one reaches anywhere alone. But there's another lesson, one that's even more important. Most of our suffering comes from trying to control things that were never ours to control. We try to control how people see us, how quickly success arrives, whether life follows our plan. And when reality refuses to cooperate, we become anxious, frustrated, restless. Ancient wisdom offers a different approach. Not giving up, not becoming passive, but surrender. And surrender is one of the most misunderstood ideas. It doesn't mean stopping your effort. It means letting go of the illusion that your peace depends on controlling every result. Notice what happens during Rath Yatra. Thousands pull the rope with complete effort, but no single person controls where the chariot goes. Everyone contributes. No one owns the journey. And perhaps that's exactly how life was meant to be lived. Give your best, walk sincerely, but don't make your inner peace depend on outcomes that were never fully yours. Today, our lives look very different, but our minds haven't changed much. We're still pulling invisible chariots. Careers, relationships, money, social media, success. We tell ourselves, I'll finally relax when I get promoted, when people appreciate me, when I buy that house, when everything becomes perfect. But life keeps moving, just like the Rath. And if peace depends on reaching the destination, we'll spend our entire lives waiting. Jagannath teaches something completely different. Peace isn't waiting at the end of the journey. It can exist while you're still pulling the rope. Not because life becomes easier, but because your relationship with life changes. Maybe that's why Lord Jagannath comes outside the temple. Not because God needs to travel, but because we do. We need to remember that wisdom belongs in everyday life, not only inside sacred places. The Rath reminds us that life will always move forward. The rope reminds us that we're never truly alone. And Jagannath reminds us that peace begins the moment we stop trying to control everything and start walking with trust instead. So let me leave you with one question. What is one thing in your life that you've been trying too hard to control? Share your thoughts in the comments. I genuinely love to read them. And if this message helped you see Rath Yatra in a completely different way, I've shared a few resources in the description for anyone who wants to explore these teachings further. Until next time, don't just move through life. Move through it with awareness. Because sometimes the greatest journey isn't the one the chariot makes. It's the one your mind makes.
Thank you.